People really don't like the way that President Trump is handling the economy. Newsweek reports most Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the U.S. economy, despite entering the White House on the promise of lowering prices for consumers. According to a recent Gallup poll, Trump's approval rating on the economy stands at 42%. This is lower than any president's first-term February reading in recent history, Gallup notes, including those for Joe Biden at 54%, Obama at 59%, Bush Jr. at 53%, and Clinton at 45%. Okay, that is a bad omen for Trump. Let's call it like it is. As James Carville said, it's the economy, stupid. That's the thing that people are focused on. And if people don't approve of the way that you're handling the economy, they're probably not going to approve of you overall. And, as we've seen, Trump's approval rating recently has gone as high as barely above 50%, which is actually good for him. But it won't stay that way. It won't stay that way if people do not approve of the way that he is handling the economy. I imagine it could go into the 40s or even the 30s, maybe the high 20s if he really screws things up. So, Trump's campaign focused heavily on the state of the U.S. economy. He decried Bidenomics as an accelerant of U.S. inflation, painting his opponent's policies as more of the same and promising to bring down prices on day one. By the way, just for the record, Trump never explained how Biden's policies caused inflation because he can't. Trump is not an economist. He's not someone who's sophisticated in the realm of economics. He could not explain that. He thrives off of generalities and never giving specifics and just giving these vague grievances about the state of affairs in the U.S. He does it about foreign policy. He does it about just the country in general, not even the economy. He says, oh, we've become a third world country. Doesn't explain why. Alongside Americans' concerns over immigration, this was credited with securing his victory over Harris and paving the path to the White House. However, Trump's low economic approval rating indicates that Americans are discouraged by his approach so far, amid anxiety over the domestic impact of tariffs and recent data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics showing that Americans' inflationary struggles are far from over. That's correct. And it definitely doesn't help that Trump, in a rare moment of honesty, said that with his tariffs, Americans could feel some pain. He straight up admitted this. According to Gallup, which surveyed 1,004 Americans between February 3rd and February 16th, Trump's overall approval rating stands at 45%, 5 points ahead of the initial February approval rating in his first term. These mark the lowest February approval ratings of any president since 1953, Gallup noted. By party, 93% of Republicans and 4% of Democrats are happy about the president's job performance, with the starkest differences of opinion concerning immigration and foreign affairs, both 86% splits. Before their administrations fully take shape, presidents typically enjoy their highest approval ratings early in their term and depart with significantly diminished public support. Joe Biden's approval rating fell from 57% to 40% between the start and end of his term. Trump's dropped from 45 to 34, and Obama's from 67 to 59. I will note that Obama's was actually worse at certain points in his presidency. It was pretty bad in 2014, pretty bad in fall 2011, if I remember correctly. Biden, it was basically all downhill from August 2021 after his Afghanistan withdrawal. Trump, he bounced around a little bit in his first term, but he never got above 50%. It was historically low. But now it's like, okay, there's that YouGov poll that found him at 53%, and it's like, that's a historic high for him. He has never been that approved before. But it's not going to last long. It's not going to last long if people don't approve of the way that he is handling the economy, the way that he is straight up admitting that his economic policies are going to harm Americans. Think about how the mass deportations might harm the economy as well. Look, I get that we want to get violent criminals, people who act like scumbags, and people who harm American citizens out of this country. But when you're going to deport everyone who is here illegally, that's not going to jive well with the American people. When you're talking about firing all these federal workers, that is going to harm the economy. Not only that, it will harm public safety, which in turn can continue to harm the economy. When people are harmed due to decreased public safety, we have to spend money to help them. It's a drain on our wallets. So going to war against the administrative state is not good economic policy, period, point blank. Mass deportations probably are not going to be good economic policy. these are things that I don't know if the average American is thinking that much about. I know the people who got fired by Trump certainly are thinking a lot about it. They're probably regretting their vote and they're probably very angry at the president. But these are some things that, Democrats should pay attention to if Trump and Trump's economy starts really going to hell in a handbasket. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think explains these low ratings for Trump's handling of the economy so far. It has only been 1 month, so Democrats cannot get too cocky, really. We have to be patient, we have to wait and see, and then come up with a good strategy for the 2026 midterms. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, or subscribe to this YouTube channel. This has been The More the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.